13-4-9 with the women, LA Valley and College of the Canyons here from the Cougar soccer field. I'm Matt Robinson, glad to have you along. Thank you. Take a look at our sophomores: Vivian Martinez, Felicia Marquez, Alexa Garcia, Haley Bench, Kiana Madera, Ashley Striegel, Sophia Soler, and Victoria Martinez, celebrating them today in their final regular season home contest for the Lady Cougars, who are destined to make the playoffs at this point in time. It's just a matter of whether they will be out at home or on the road. We assume they're going to be maybe on the road by the look at the PowerPoints, but it is always possible that they might get a home contest as they take on LA Valley here today. The Lady Cougars this season 13-4-2, 9-2-2 in conference play. They're just behind Santa Monica in the WSC South standings. The Cougars and the Corsairs both have 9 wins, but Santa Monica only has 1 loss with 3 draws, while College of the Canyons has 2 losses, 2 draws. Taking on an LA Valley team that is yet to win in conference play, 0-10-3 in conference play. They have been winless in their last 17 matches, 0-14-3. 13 times they've been shut out during this winless streak. Their last one came all the way back in September, so over a month ago, September 30th against Imperial Valley, a 4-2 win. They did pick up a draw most recently against Glendale 3-3, where they got a hat trick from Taylor Fuller. They would need more of that here today to beat a very game College of the Canyons squad that beat LA Valley last time these two teams played. The Cougars came away with a 2-0 victory over LA Valley in that game on the road on the 22nd of October at LA Valley. The Cougars have pretty much dominated this series. It's been very one-sided in favor of College of the Canyons. They've won their last 6 matches going back to 2021. Since 2009, the Cougars are an impressive 20-0-2 against the Monarchs. The last draw between these two sides was in 2019 on November 5th, a 1-1 draw at LA Valley, but Canyons has only yielded 7 total goals in 22 matches against the Monarchs, dating back to 2009, with 16 shutouts in that time, 15-0-1 during those 16 shutouts. Just one of those a 0-0 draw. Cougars picked up one of their 7 clean sheets, as we said, against LA Valley. They got 2 goals by Victoria Martinez, and they didn't allow a single shot in that match back on the 22nd of October. Canyons also on a bit of an unbeaten streak right now. They're on a 7-match unbeaten streak, 6-0-1 in their last 7, with their only draw being that 1-1 standoff against Santa Monica a week ago here at the Cougar soccer facility. They've been held to 2 goals or less in the last 8 of the last 9 matches, with their only 3-goal output being against Citrus being their highest total. So it's just a matter of trying to find some more of those goals. They've done a decent job this season at that at times, but right now kind of dealing with a light bench. They're without Kiana Madera. Ashley Striegel likely done for the rest of the season. They had missed Bailey Williamson over a couple of games, so she had to sit due to a couple of red cards, but she is back in the lineup today. Starting at goal for College of the Canyons, it'll be Haley Bench, 10-3-2 on the season with a save percentage of .738. She's yielded 11 goals and made 31 saves this season. On the other side, Nina Diaz getting the start for LA Valley College, 3-6-4 on the season. She's yielded 43 goals and made 158 saves, a .786 save percentage. Just waiting on the match to start, and we are underway. College of the Canyons in their blue uniforms moving to our right in this first half. We'll start with the ball, and LA Valley immediately falls into a heavy defensive set. Pretty much everybody on the defensive half of midfield for LA Valley right away. As Mari Kaniasel joins us now, the all-time leading goal scorer in women's soccer history. How you doing there, Mari?
I'm good. How are you doing, Matt?
Good. We are ready to roll. Just some wonderful women's soccer here on this Friday, their coldest day of the year for women's soccer, really. Temperature at 58 at opening kick. As LA Valley will have an early throw in here.
A little bit colder with a little bit of that wind chill.
Breeze kind of blowing through. We had the threat of some rain, but it seems to have cleared away for now, which is good because we don't need our equipment to have any trouble today.
No.
As Canyons controls, back to midfield is Soler. She'll get it to Alexa Garcia. Pretty much having to play against all 10 LA Valley players as they are back in a heavy defensive set. Williamson trying to move through the middle. Knocked off the ball by Taylor Fuller. Cleared out by LA Valley, but not past midfield, and Victoria Martinez will stop it down. I have a feeling this is going to be kind of the way the match rolls, very slow in pace with LA Valley dropping all 10 players out of the field into defending rather than trying to attack at this point.
Yeah, and if I'm Canyons, I wanted to score and get that out of the way first, just in case, because you just, even at the end of the season and with them playing a heavy defense, you just don't want anything to happen. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you actually, like, you absolutely have to score.
Here's a chance, a shot on goal, but it's going to float in where Diaz can gather it, as Vivian Martinez tried to drive one on. And Diaz will let this one play out as she'll kick it away. And again, Canyon's first touch. Martinez able to play it back to Gigi Monteforti, who will collect and play it back to Sophia Solar. Last time these two teams played, LA Valley did not have a single shot in the match. It was a 2-0 win for College of the Canyons. I would imagine Canyons would love to see the same result here today, as they can get to their 10th conference win of the season and give themselves at least an outside shot, needing some help in the matter of Santa Monica, which I actually think Santa Monica, I think their season might actually be over. Let me double check that. This is actually, I think College of the Canyons can actually take the conference title, as Santa Monica has 3 draws on their season.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it. I think I'm correct here.
Canyons has 2 losses and 2 draws, and Santa Monica has
9
3
wins, 1 loss, and 3 draws.
Mm-hmm.
That's our standings right now. I'm not sure Santa Monica plays today, and I'm not sure how that works. Do they go to win percentage? Do they go to total wins? Might be a question for our sports information director if he wanders back over here. Let's take a look at the scoreboard for today, see who else is in action. We know Bakersfield a 1-0 win over West LA earlier today. Glendale and Citrus played to a 2-1 win over Glendale. Antelope Valley and Santa Monica do play today, and they started at 3 p.m., but there is no score on that one, and it is down in Santa Monica. So Canyons would need a Santa Monica loss. I don't know how that works. It seems like
I think if Santa Monica loses, I think
and
Canyons wins,
yes,
and I think
then they have a conference title.
Yes.
That makes more sense to me now that I try and think things through.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll keep an eye on that and see if that score gets updated at all today. Here's Canyons with the ball, working Monteforti, trying to move it onto the outside on the near side. Lays it off to Williamson, who cuts between a couple of LA Valley players, trying to play it down to Victoria Martinez. She'll collect it and get it to Monteforti. Again, Monteforti, middle of the field, Goodman. Now to Marquez. Marquez will try and line one up that was blocked. Kira Archer coming across to block it, but Canyons will create a corner out of it. Canyons in their last match against Antelope Valley had 17 shots, 10 of them on goal. They beat the Marauders 2-1 in a tight contest. Only had 3 corners in the match, have not needed to produce off the corners as much. Kind of switching things around. Paige McGee kind of running back into a defensive stance. Solar over to take the corner as they bring Vivian Martinez down into the penalty area. Low corner towards the near post. Cleared away by LA Valley, but collected by Canyons. Solar once again with it will work to the middle of the field as Samantha Valencia was chasing her. Cougars will recover and try and work back on the attack. Martinez trying to get it down to Williamson, but she couldn't collect. It'll roll out. It'll be a deep throw-in for LA Valley. Bailey will make first touch. Williamson, that is, makes first touch on the throw-in. Victoria Martinez couldn't get a shot away. Here's Paige McGee now. Tried to get it to Martinez, back to Marquez. And then McGee will drive it to the middle of the field where Sophia Solar will take it. She'll serve it down to the corner. Monteforti not going to be able to chase onto it. And it'll just be a goal kick for LA Valley. So a very slow start to this one.
I was just about to say, it feels very, the energy actually does feel a little slow, and that could be due to the weather and also, you know, having a little bit of the ceremony right beforehand. For the sophomores, sometimes that just takes you out a little bit mentally at the start of games.
LA Valley tries to go short, and it actually goes right to Bailey Williamson, who takes over just outside the, just inside, excuse me, the penalty spot, or the penalty box, and it's knocked down. Good save by Diaz.
I'm not sure if you've mentioned this already because I missed the first little bit, but having Layla Goodman in the middle at the, I think it's the 10 spot in the midfield. I'm actually very curious to see her play there. She does a great job on the outside on defense, but I love her footwork, and I'd love to see it in the middle. I'm curious if they're trying that out a little bit for the sake of next season.
Now, why would I have mentioned that? You're the analyst. You're the one that knows this stuff. I have no idea what's happening as this one goes out of play. I didn't notice that. That's why you're the analyst, and I'm just the guy that talks and tells you what's happening that I can see. Very astute point, as she has been on the defensive side most of the season that we've seen her. I think, would you say the only fear with her in there being just a freshman in that middle spot is she might get lost in the game a little bit, where on the outside she can
possibly
kind of be in a spot and play in that spot where now she's in that middle pivot spot?
Possibly. I mean, it's not somewhere she's been this whole season, so it might take a little bit of adjusting, but maybe just to kind of see what she does in that position. I mean, she's able to run through players with the ball on her foot. So having her in that spot right in front of the goal, I think, either to shoot or distribute, is a great idea to see what she can do in case we want her there next year.
Yep. Always trying to think ahead in this 2-year program, as the next year comes really quick and it's a fresh new crop of players. LA Valley trying to work across midfield. There's Monica Velasquez-Rodas with an opportunity, but has it taken right off her foot by Alexa Garcia, who then plays it back to Haley Bench. Daniels will switch the field to Emma Wenz on the far side. She didn't have a solid first touch, but is able to recover. Takes it away from Esquilin. Working down the far touchline, Esquilin right there with her. And good body control by Esquilin at that time to make sure that one forces out. Take a look at the stats for both these sides by the numbers. Is Canyons with 47 goals for, 276 shots on goal, or 76 shots, 196 on goal. You look at the LA Valley numbers, it's just been a struggle for the Monarchs this season. Let's actually get you back to game here. The Monarchs just 15 goals for this season. It's just been a matter of trying to find some ability to score. They're really light on the bench as well. Just one sub for LA Valley over there. So they're playing pretty much all 11 that we'll see on the field, with one out there to sub in as needed. Canyons, although pretty light bench as well. Just 2 subs for College of the Canyons tonight.
Yeah, they've had a couple injuries in the late season here.
Yeah, we talked about Ashley Striegel. Likely would be surprised if we see her again this year.
Yeah, I've heard rumors it's an ACL.
Yeah. Kiana Madera dealing with something right now as well. We see her in street clothes. This one cleared away.
And that's why having a deep bench can be really, really helpful late in the season. There's bound to be injuries and fatigue, and it's good to have those players.
Here's Garcia, nice move. Now she tries to get it back from Martinez, takes a shot that just misses wide on the near side, but a very good combination between Martinez and Garcia, and they just couldn't finish it off. Alexa does have a goal-scoring touch. It's nice to see her take the one touch with the left foot that time. 4 goals on the season for her, 9 total points as she has 1 assist. And Victoria Martinez, who's shown us her goal-scoring prowess, 12 goals this year, showing off her ability to distribute as well that time. This one cleared up by Samantha Valencia. Knocked down by Solar. Goodman couldn't get there, but it's cleared right back to Solar off the foot of Enciso. Canyons will get it to Garcia. Garcia very clean with her footwork. A little step over, gets it to, or excuse me, Goodman, clean with the step over, gets it to Garcia. Now Marquez. McGee couldn't step up quick enough as cutting it off was Brasino. But Canyon's able to get it back. Goodman again now in the middle of the field, able to turn. Finds Williamson. Williamson couldn't handle cleanly. Cleared away by LA Valley. Mongi clears it out towards midfield. Canyon's trying to go right back for a connection down the far or the near touchline, but Monteforti couldn't run onto it. It'll be a throw-in. Canyons again trying to work down into the attacking third, but couldn't get anything collected cleanly. Archer had that one for a moment, but Canyons gets it back, and then Archer blocking across from Williamson forces a throw-in. Monteforti on the throw-in here for Canyons. Ball kind of pinballs back to the middle of the field. Marquez trying to win it away. Now Goodman will collect. Oh, slipped on the turf. Got it back, got it to Marquez, back to Martinez. Now Marquez, a shot, curls around a defender, and again, Diaz in perfect position to make a save. Nina Diaz has been very active this year. We talked about 43 goals yielded, but she's made 158 saves. She's faced over 200 shots this season coming into this final contest.
That is a lot. A lot of saves.
I mean, when you look at the other side for Canyons, bench, who's played the majority of games, she's faced under 50 this year. So it's just, LA Valley has just, they've played in this defensive posture, and they've at times been in matches. It's been an inability to score. They've had 171 saves made by their keepers this season and have yielded 46 total goals. And like we said, Diaz has had the bulk of that work. I would venture a guess to say she's easily got the most saves in the state of California, but we don't track that number, unfortunately. Canyons will go short with this corner. Garcia will pop it right back to Solar, and Canyons is offside. Valley with the first touch. Rumack will play it ahead. Monarchs trying to work with possession onto the midfield side, or the attacking side of midfield. The Canyons again with a takeaway. Williamson will work down the near touchline. Has it on her foot still. Now will send one across the mouth of the goal, but wide. Was looking maybe for Wenz cutting down the far side. Just had too much ahead of it.
Williamson has a lot of power on her right foot.
Another Canyons throw-in coming here. And again, the pace very slow right now, which with the short bench for Canyons, I would say helps them a little bit here. Certainly how LA Valley would like to play. Brendan Moskal with a nice touch on the ball that comes out right to us. Canyons goes right back in. Martinez will drive it down. Wenz tried to collect it. It's popped right back out by Esquilin. Now, Mari, I know you don't have a lot of experience sitting on the bench necessarily, but how do you stay loose as a bench player in a match like this where it's cold, it's kind of a slow pace, there's not much happening right now? Like mentally prepared and physically as well.
Stay warm, keep layers on. Every so often, probably get up, go do a couple runs through the cones. Continue to stay warm, keep moving. And that's all you really can do. I mean, definitely need to be paying attention. I think there's no reason to be lackadaisical even on the bench. I mean, even in a game like this, I think it's still important. You still have work to do. You still need to get the job done. Treat it as any other game.
So here's Canyons back to work. McGee cutting down the far sideline. Trying to work along the end line, and Canyons creates a corner out of it. So the Cougars will again go back to work with another corner opportunity here. Just about 20 minutes into this first half. Haley Bench standing back here all by herself as she's been for most of the match. Well outside the penalty area, pressing ahead as Canyons will go to work on another corner here. Solar ran up like she was going to take it and then decided she didn't like where the ball was placed. Threw everybody for a loop. Now she'll take this one. It's a higher corner towards the middle of the goal, defended away for the moment. Still loose, flicked on, but Williamson getting in enough pace on it to get it past Diaz.
That was a great ball in. Had a very nice curve on it, and it's a very dangerous ball in a dangerous place.
Canyons with first contact on the ball cleared away. Second played back to the Canyons side of midfield, but Solar collects it down. Got it to Goodman, who will get it away from pressure over to McGee. Taylor Fuller showing the only upfield pressure really we've seen today from LA Valley. As now they fall back into that defensive posture, and Canyons can try and work on a connection. That's a good ball from Solar. Plays it into the middle now. It was Monteforti to Garcia. Her shot blocked. Still loose in the air. Valley clears it up, but Solar pressing down will collect. Solar trying to get around Fuller here. Now cut it back to Garcia. Shields the ball and plays it over to Marquez. Marquez now will line up a long shot that goes over. Good body control from Canyons, though, and a couple of opportunities for takeaways from LA Valley. The Cougars just able to make sure that that did not happen.
Really, Canyons has just had every opportunity to just kind of move the ball around the defensive pressure, and I think they've done a good job of taking their opportunities when they need to. It's when someone's so compact defensively, when a team's so compact defensively, really you move the ball around until you have the opportunity to move through them. you have to keep moving them until you have an opening.
Well, just there's very little space. You talk about compact. LA Valley really on the defending third right now. And you talk about 9 of their 10 players, excluding the keeper, all outside or inside the defending third for most of this match so far. They tried to play one across as they were looking for a counter. McGee cleans it up well. Garcia now back to work. Middle towards Vivian Martinez. Popped high in the air. Bounces off a couple of bodies. Wenz and Esquilin trying to work for it. Esquilin will just play it out and force the Canyons corner. And in a compact match like this, is this the best spot for you to try and collect one if you're Canyons off these corner plays?
I mean, it's helpful. I think right now their best shot is what they've had is either a quick 1-2 and a shot through the middle or shots from outside. They're not getting as much pressure from right outside the 18, and I think you just keep shooting at goal. You're going to get one in.
Solar's taken all the corners so far. We'll take this one as well. This one much higher out towards the top of the goalie box, and Canyon's going to create another corner here. Another good ball from Solar, and it nearly rolled in off of an LA Valley defender.
I know, I'm jealous.
So a corner from the near side this time for Sophia Solar. Everybody standing, trying to organize near the LA Valley goal. Cougars gonna run it again, this time an out turn. Martinez couldn't get a good clean touch on it. Wenz with a shot that Diaz stops. Ball still loose. Goodman able to collect. Still working with it here. And Goodman creates a corner. That's a great save from Nina Diaz, though, on a point-blank opportunity from Emma Wenz. This is the Canyon squad that this year, Maury, has not really had, for most of the season, a lead goal scorer. Victoria Martinez has turned it up late in the year. But you look, Wenz with 3, Garcia with 4, Martinez with 12, Solar with 4, Marquez with 6, Striegel, who's out of the lineup, with 7, Williamson with 6, and then Fimbres with 2. So it's a bunch of different bodies scoring multiple goals this season.
Yeah, and I honestly think that's a strength. Like, you can have that one goal scorer as we've seen in years past here. However, it makes it a lot harder to defend, 7 different players. Like, each one can score. You need to take each one of those seriously.
It's a beautiful ball in by Sophia Solar, and Martinez tried to head it on and just drove it wide a little bit with the header. Solar has served a few good balls up in the last few moments. Just Canyon's not been able to play it in. There's another ball that rolled out onto the field, so. Now that that's taken care of. Wenz trying to cut that one off. LA Valley going to get a throw in, though. Good knockdown by McGee. Garcia over to help. Monteforti running down the near side. Collects. She'll play it in the middle. Martinez. Back to Garcia. Couldn't hold cleanly. Plays it on the outside towards Williamson. Now Monteforti again. She takes a shot that's well wide. But a decent opportunity, a decent idea. It'll be another goal kick coming for LA Valley. Martinez kind of took a tough bump there, but she's all right. Here's Solar now on the attacking side of midfield. Monteforti, a nice pass between the legs of the defender. Then Williamson using her body to make the ball go further down towards the corner. Bumps off an LA Valley defender. Tried to cross. It was blocked. And it'll roll out, and it'll be a Canyons throw-in from deep. Looked like Keely Torrance went down hard, kind of landed hard. Seems as though she's all right as she pops back up, just took her time here. Ball was blocked out by Mongi. Solar have the throw-in. We'll see if Canyons will decide to throw it towards the penalty area. Solar will. Cleared in the air by Valley. Fuller knocks it down. Canyons takes it away. Good back heel pass off some decent vision from Solar that time. Now Martinez down to her sister. Then Garcia had to come back and collect it. And Canyons will recover and control. Here's Wenz now. Trying to get it around an LA Valley defender. Got it over to Marquez. Now to Martinez. Looking down to the corner to Monteforti and just out of her reach. I would say possession numbers at this point. We don't track that, but it's probably 80-20 in favor of Canyons.
I was thinking 80-20 as well.
We haven't quite got Brendan Moscow to track that for us yet. Maybe next year. Looking for some advanced stats, haven't gotten them. Another goal kick coming here. Ball in the air a couple of times, bouncing off players from each side. Now Garcia collects. Now to Marquez. Marquez onto the far side to Wenz. Good first touch from Wenz. Collects after it was played by the LA Valley defender in Esquilin. Her pass then goes off of LA Valley and another Canyons corner. See a substitution here soon for College of the Canyons is Ashley Fulgar up off the bench.
I'm a little surprised Canyons hasn't gotten one in yet, but there hasn't been any, I'd say, truly quality opportunities outside of Wenz's shot and that block by Garcia, but I don't know if it's just not a lack of urgency, because the energy does feel a little low on the field. And like I said, these are just those games where it's important to get those goals in the beginning, because you just don't know. Time is only going to go away, and you know, you don't want to leave it up to chance at the end.
Yep, another really good ball from Solar. Martinez had a couple of opportunities, just couldn't drive it on, and now we'll get a substitution here. I'll call Fulgar on. She'll take over for Emma Wenz, I believe. That means they'll move Goodman, I believe, onto the outside on that far side.
Probably a little more comfortable on the outside there.
Martinez, good first touch. Valley clears it back to the center circle. Garcia takes it over. Plays it to Marquez. Chips back into the middle. Williamson couldn't get a collection on it. Knocked down by Torrance, but played by Canyons. And now Solar again, who's had a couple of really good setups. Now drives one in. Martinez a header on. Diaz with a diving stop. And she's able to recover. That's a beautiful ball again from Solar, and a great run from Victoria Martinez.
I saw Victoria Martinez up top looking at her, and Solar look at her, take a touch, and Martinez backed up a little bit and then went, and that was perfect time, perfect run.
Here's LA Valley trying to look for a counter here. First time really today they've had upfield pressure, but they can't do anything with it. It goes out, and it'll be Canyons throw it. Back to that last touch from Solar to Martinez. That was
Yeah, that was
easily the best opportunity for Canyons, and another huge save from Nina Diaz diving across. Diaz showing why she's got so many stops this season. Their Valley throw in here. Monarchs able to get it onto the Canyon side of midfield with possession for a moment, but Vivian Martinez cleans up a pass. Solar with a lot of room to work here. Slides it to Williamson. Williamson trying to turn. Could not get around the defense of Mongi. Her clearing play picked up by McGee. Played to Goodman. Goodman steps around Brasino on the far side. Working down the touchline. Tries to center one through. But Diaz will collect on a couple of hops. No score, Canyons and LA Valley. Just under 13 minutes to go here in the first half. Canyons has had all the opportunities. LA Valley with really only a couple of split seconds of possession on the Canyons side of midfield and nothing that's really gotten to the attacking third. Here's Canyons back on a run down the near side. On to 40. Centers one across. Williamson tried to put one over his shoulder. A turnaround chance from Marquez was blocked. Valley clears up towards midfield. Now they'll try and play back for possession here. They need to be careful if this one rolls out. It's a Canyons corner. CISO able to collect, but Canyons able to force upfield again and get a takeaway. Pass behind Victoria Martinez. Marquez steps over it. Tried to send it on the outside to Goodman. Cut off and played out to Taylor Fuller by Valley. Fuller will send it far side. Racino. Knocked away by Canyons. Cleared up onto the Canyon side of midfield by Valley. Cougars knock it down again and they'll recontrol.
Being in such a tight defensive mode makes it truly hard to transition upfield when you only really have two people transitioning upfield. And that's probably why we see, you know, the lack of goal scoring for Valley this season, is they just don't have people going upfield. And that's just, I guess that's how they chose to play, and that's fine. But we are seeing it play out, I think.
There's Williamson now turning, stepping over a couple of times, tries to take one with the left foot, but she was running towards the far sideline, and that's a really hard shot across your body.
That is a tough angle.
There's not a lot of people in the world that can do that.
No.
Fulger knocks down the play away from Diaz. Now Goodman. Back to Fuller. Or Fulger, excuse me. Now to McGee. In the middle to Vivian Martinez. She'll play it back to Sophia Solar. Solar delaying. Has pressure right on her. Trying to get it down towards Williamson. Cleared out by LA Valley. It'll be a Canyons throw-in. Solar will throw it in. Victoria Martinez first touch, then pops it up in the air. Bounced off of a Valley defender, came to Williamson. Williamson just kind of running across the top of the penalty area. Still has the ball, now coming back the other way. Will take a shot that goes wide. I think one of the Valley players got hit in the face. Can't tell if maybe she's bleeding. She took it.
I couldn't even see.
I
I didn't
know,
even see her get hit, but it looks like she got hit in the
Looks like it's Esquilin.
nose.
So Valley gonna either play with 10 or sub in. They have two players on the bench, and it looks like one of them getting ready to go in here. Yale Sturba going to come in. So Esquilin in good hands over there. Patty Villanueva, one of the athletic trainers, helping her out. Goodman with a takeaway off the goal kick. Tried to play it in the middle. Now picked up by Folger. Plays it back to McGee. Now Victoria Martinez, excuse me, collects. Victoria now will take a right-footed shot that is stopped by Diaz scrambling across the mouth of the goal. Ball played along the near side. Williamson able to knock it away from Esiso. She nearly tripped herself up trying to play it back to the middle of the field.
I don't think she was trying to play it to the middle of the field. I've done that so many times.
Well, it kicked off her right foot before it hit her left foot. Now she's got it again. Tried to lay it off to Garcia. Now Solar here. Middle towards Folger. Folger thought she was going to line into that one. Instead gets it to Garcia. Back to Folger again. Plays it back to Vivian Martinez. Martinez tries to set one up that's blocked. It bounces towards goal. Victoria running right through, and she scores. A little bit of a lucky bounce for Canyons, but they'll take it. As Victoria Martinez makes it 1-0, her 13th of the year.
Assisted by number 24, Vivian Martinez.
Comes in the 39th minute. So Victoria from Vivian. Victoria's 13th of the season. For Vivian, just her second assist of the year. Comes on a good bounce for Canyons.
I think I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the other assist was to
her
her as well.
sister as well.
I remember writing that recap.
Canyons back to work offensively here on the attack again. But now you've got that goal here in this first half. That one served in by Solar, but Diaz there. You've got that first half goal, so now you've got a 1-0 lead. And now really against an LA Valley team that hasn't shown much propensity to press ahead, you can kind of just play keep away as much as you want.
Yeah, I wouldn't be comfortable with it if I was Canyons. I'd want to get at least one more just to feel that comfortableness. I mean, we really haven't, they're not too worried about an attack, but really anything can happen. And like we said, the energy wasn't great here this first half, and you just don't want to leave that up to chance. You don't want to tie either.
Yeah, you want to give yourself a chance to win the conference title pending what happens with Santa Monica and Antelope Valley, which still no score listed from that match, so. And while you think that may not make a difference, both these teams 9-win teams in conference right now between Canyons and Santa Monica, and both up over 13 wins on the season. You look at Santa Monica 14-3-3, Canyons 13-4-2. Really, it's kind of down to the power points is where they really look at things when it comes to seeding for the playoffs. In the last few years, the WSC South has not gotten good standing. They have not hosted a home contest over the last few seasons in the playoffs due to the bottom half of the conference really struggling. The power points being just a touch down. Santa Monica is in the top 20 of the state rankings, but they're down at 15th. So most likely Santa Monica looking at maybe about a 9 seed.
Too cold to move. Hurt myself again. That's a great idea. Hey, I'm working. Leash, you're just standing over there. That's what it says. Is the match over, or is it just? Feel free to run. Figure it out. I'll get it for you. Don't worry.
Solar will play this one here. This one driven towards the top of the penalty area. Bounces off of Vivian Martinez. She's trying to recollect here. Couldn't get a shot away. Fuller steps up, knocks one back towards her own goal. Solar will try and serve one again. Ooh, and it was towards that back post with Victoria cutting back there again. Diaz thought about knocking it down, then let it go. And I think really probably would have been better served collecting that one with the danger of the chance.
Yeah. It was a... She's been playing some dangerous balls in there tonight.
Yeah, you got to figure with how many times Sophia has laid balls in there today, at some point, somebody is going to collect and put one in for her. This one bounces off of Goodman back towards LA Valley's goal.
Do your job, Jesse.
I was over here trying to figure this out, and my hands got cold.
Nah, it's Jesse's fault. That's 100% Jesse's fault.
Diaz again out to collect. Closing minute and change here in this first half. Fuller trying to get onto that one, and Solar will run out to play it away from her. Back to bench, who will play it ahead. That was a little dangerous for Canyons,
Yeah.
but they were able to clean it up.
And that is why you want to be up a couple goals in this kind of game, just because sometimes that happens.
Yeah,
Every so often, a little bit of miscommunication.
The goal kick here for LA Valley. Final 35 seconds here, the first half. We would imagine there won't be much added time, if any at all. Goodman cutting down the far sidelines. Looks much more comfortable on the outside.
Yeah. She knows how to use the line.
Marquez gets it to Williamson. Williamson around one. Now cutting back across the top of the penalty area. Back to Marquez, whose one-touch shot just goes up and over. They're going to give us a minute of added time. Remember, we'll have men's action up after this on the Cougar Sports Network. Sophomore night for the men. Cougars trying to snap another little slide, but it's going to be tough to do so against an undefeated Santa Monica team who comes in 9-0 in conference play. Solar knocked that one down with a header, then adjusted her headband, picked up the ball, but couldn't clear it back into the middle of the field. Vivian Martinez will try and ship it into the box again, but it was over her sister's head. Velasquez Rodas knocked it down. Picked up by Marquez. She fires away again, but up and over. We'll have another Another goal kick here.
She's been putting herself, Felicia, has been putting herself in such good positions to shoot the ball tonight.
Well, that'll finish our first half. Canyons with a 1-0 lead. Second of action, we come back.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees, they catapult into desirable careers in top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the Shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center.
Welcome back in here as we get ready for second half action. Women's soccer, College of the Canyons and LA Valley College. The Cougars with a 1-0 lead will defend on the right here as LA Valley will start with the ball here in the second half. Everybody trying to warm back up after the break. Monarchs take control and try and get themselves onto an attack. Canyons will get a takeaway with Garcia. Amanda Hurleman in goal for College of the Canyons here in the second half. Will change for the Cougars. Marquez stepping up, takes it away from Velasquez Rodas. She'll work it onto the far side. Canyons trying to get back on the attack. Valley gets a takeaway. Of course, we'll keep an eye on scores for you if you're a Cougars fan. Trying to see if we can find anything from Santa Monica. So far, have not gotten there. McGee gets it to Goodman on the near touchline. Goodman works back to the middle of the field. Good patience from Goodman here. And now we'll play it back to Marquez.
Yeah, and Canyons is able to kind of slowly turn and move the ball if they really have to. There is not much pressure when they touch the ball. They do have a lot of time and space to kind of go through a couple different options.
It's almost as though they have a 3-yard cushion every time they touch the ball, as LA Valley playing very well off. Wenz's feed through the middle, blocked, popped in the air. Goodman will come down and collect, gets it to Wenz, back to Goodman, who will play it back to McGee. Garcia is trying to get it down, cleared out towards midfield. Fuller collects. Canyons was pressing well ahead, so now Fuller and Solar will run after it. Solar gets a partial takeaway, but then Fuller recollects again, and then Solar going to get called for a foul. And she's going to pick up a card here. Solar going to be booked. It's just the second yellow card of the season on Sophia Solar, but it'll give LA Valley a dangerous chance. How does that look for Mari?
Just an interesting foul, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if it was like a necessary foul. She had 2 other defenders back. I think she could have let them handle that one. It was a weird before that. I don't know what happened, if her shoelace got caught or something. It almost looked like she should have had a foot on the ball.
This one driven towards, but goes wide. So the first shot this season LA Valley has had against College of the Canyons. Really more of a service ball than a shot anyway. So
I mean, this first few minutes we've actually seen them on Canyons' defensive half attacking a little bit more. I don't know if they talked about it at halftime and decided they wanted to attack a little bit. And I think they definitely could have the first half.
Here's Canyons working back on an attack here, and Valley will just clear it out. That was Samantha Valencia driving it out of play. The Canyons throw in coming here. I can't even hear it, to be quite honest. I'm like zoning out, to be honest. There's Solar now with it. Slips one up in the air, but goes wide. Slow pace here in the second half, much like in the first. Valley goes short. A clearing play hits Bailey Williamson, bounces right to Victoria Martinez. She's stopped, but Garcia following up gets it ahead, and then Canyons just kind of controlling for the moment. Now Garcia She'll take a long shot with her right foot that goes well wide.
No, it kind of looks like Valley came out with a little bit more energy. And, I mean, we've seen that.
They're going to have the medical staff come out and check on Bailey Williamson here.
She doesn't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know why either.
Maybe the official thought the ball hit her in the head.
I think that might be it, and I guarantee you she is not happy about that.
So Canyons will sub one in here.
I know they take anything with a head very seriously.
Lexi Frederick will come in.
Which is good, they should.
So we'll see Frederick for the first time today.
Onto the field for the Cougars, number 3, Lexi Frederick.
Valley again plays short. Clearing play knocked down by Canyons. So on to 40, got a touch on it. Then Frederick got it to Garcia. She couldn't do anything with it. Playing out towards midfield. McGee stepping up. Knocks it down, and Solar will take over. Vivian Martinez back over to Sophia Solar. Solar will serve one down the middle, looking for Victoria Martinez. Knocked away by Valley. The Monarchs clear it back towards midfield. They turn it over. Marquez, long run. Good run on a ball down to Martinez, but it was just a little bit far for her to get anything dangerous off. Back to Marquez. Now to Wenz. Marquez takes a long shot up towards the top bar and just over.
Yeah, you've definitely seen the energy pick up a little bit this second half as we've gotten going. I think Canyons is now responding to Valley's pickup in energy. And I think we're going to see a lot more movement, quicker movement up top for Canyons now.
Valley will clear it back towards the middle of their defending half. Canyons another takeaway here. Frederick will play it down the far touchline. Monteforti collecting on. She'll serve into the box. Frederick tries to flick it forward. Cleared out towards midfield where McGee steps up to it. Just pops it back towards the penalty area. Taken by Vasquez Rodas, but her clearing play doesn't get across midfield. McGee had a little trouble at first, but then was able to get it over to Solar, now to Garcia. Victoria Martinez down into the corner. Monteforti gets to it before the end line, and her cross collected by Nina Diaz as Frederick was making a run through the box trying to find an open area. Diaz boots it back towards midfield. Marquez able to battle it away from Archer here. Got it to McGee, but it's taken away. Fuller is going to line up a long shot, but Herleman will collect and fall down onto it. Fuller actually had a hat trick in the last time Valley had a positive result, a 3-3 draw against Glendale a couple matches ago. So she certainly can score when given the opportunity. 5 goals on the season. She's their leading goal scorer. That time really never had a good chance as she was well far away with 2 defenders kind of chasing onto her.
Mm-hmm. That's why a 1-0 lead is just not enough for Canyons if they want to get the win on this match.
Goodman will play it down to the corner. Canyons will have a throw in here. Or I thought they were going to have a throw in. Apparently not.
I think they all thought they were.
I think it was an offside flag on the far side, maybe?
Yes.
This one played back onto the far side for Monteforti. Into the middle. Victoria Martinez, a drive in! Off Diaz, off the bar and in. Martinez, just a quick touch, moved it onto her right foot and struck it home.
Number 11, Victoria Martinez, her second of the game.
Of the year for Victoria Martinez on as well of a struck ball as we've seen all year long.
Yeah, that was a beautiful one touch inside and strike. That was very well done.
So it's 2-0 Canyons, even though the scoreboard says it's 98-2. Jesse Munoz, our sports information director. Struggling with the scoreboard. So 2-0 lead, both goals. Victoria Martinez, her 13th and 14th connections of the season. We'll add it on our board here on the webcast. So now you got a little more breathing room, can play a little more conservatively if you so choose. I would imagine that's not going to be the case, though, as Justin London, the head coach for Canyons, wants to put up goals. That's kind of their MO over the last few years. Here's Layla Goodman, steps onto the outside with the left foot, cuts it back to Wenz. Wenz will play it back to Marquez. Marquez drives a long shot. Diaz, a diving stop, knocks it away. And it'll be a corner kick for Canyons.
She wants one of those long shots. She can do it. We've seen it.
It's going to be tough to beat a goalie like Diaz, though, on him, as she's been all over the ball every time it's there. Even on the Canyons goals, the ball that bounced to Victoria Martinez on her first was just kind of a lucky bounce for Canyons. On the last one, Diaz got a hand on it, just couldn't drive it up and over.
Just a hard shot.
Yeah. Solar to serve this one again on a corner. This one a high corner towards the back post. Defended away by LA Valley and out of play for Canyons throwing. So 2-0, both goals by Victoria Martinez, her 13th and 14th of the season, her 31st and 33rd points of the season. She's started all 20 games for the Cougars that she's played this season.
Yeah, she's really blossomed this year. It's been really fun to see that confidence grow early in the season, and that shot proved it.
Solar with a long shot, aiming for the upper 90 on the near side, just missed.
And it's talk about Canyons having people that can score from a bunch of different people. I mean, you have Solar, who's back a center back, and she's been taking shots that are decent from all the way back there. You know, it's hard as a team to defend from every single area on their side of the field.
Yeah, she's got 4 goals in 19 games, and this is her 19th game of the season. Pretty good for a center back, considering she's the one that does the service on the corners. That's usually where you see those center backs score goals. But she has done it a lot off just the shot. Here's Garcia. Cutting along the outside, trying to get around Momac. Sends it down towards Monteforti. Couldn't do anything with it, and we'll have a goal kick here. Cold night here in Santa Clarita. Canyons with a 2-0 lead. Temperature down to 50 degrees at this moment. And it'll probably, I think it's slated to drop into the 40s during the men's game.
How exciting.
Yeah, that's fun for us.
Us who are not used to this cold weather.
Yeah, no. If you're not from Southern California and you're watching this and thinking to yourself, 50 degrees is nothing.
We'd kill for 50 degrees in the day.
We're not used to anything below that. Really, especially this year's been very warm. It was just 80 degrees the other day in November, so we weren't quite ready. The
Tell
cold
us
snap
how to dress
came,
for this.
Yeah, the cold snap came really quick because there's a shot on goal knocked down by Diaz. I think it was 80 degrees yesterday, to be quite honest, or the day before.
Either way, too close to this.
Yeah. It's likely our last home contest of the season for the women. We'll see if they get to host a home playoff match. It's for sure our last home date for the men this year. This is their final game of the season coming up against Santa Monica. Canyons will try and get a connection to Wenz on the outside. She'll cut it back, gets it to Marquez. Marquez, well outside the penalty area, will take a shot that dips down, blocks off an LA Valley player. Garcia able to win it back to Marquez, who will try and take another shot that's blocked, bounces and rolls in on Diaz. Heavy topspin on both of those from Felicia Marquez.
Marquez wants that goal tonight.
Yeah,
and I wanted to get it. She looks like she really wants it.
She's been firing away at every opportunity she's had.
Yeah, and they've given her the time too, so why not?
Canyons will play it back to Hurlemon here. Upfield pressure by Fuller. Canyons able to collect it over to Solar. Now in the middle to Marquez with no upfield pressure other than Fuller, so she'll be able to run it across midfield. Solar again, serving one towards the box, knocked away. Bounces towards Marquez. Stepped around Archer. Laid it back off to Solar. She'll serve it again towards Martinez, cutting in front of the defender, and just heads it wide. That was a good run from Martinez once again, stepping out in front of Samantha Valencia. We'll see Amy Fimbres coming in for the first time today. She'll take over for Sophia Solar. That'll shift everybody around a little bit.
On the field for the Cougars, number 25.
So push Monteforti to the back. I think this is mostly just maintenance for Sophia Solar. Maybe a calf and an ankle. She's been battling an ankle for most of the year. So I think this is more maintenance time off for her than anything else. Valley trying to get onto an attack here on a counter opportunity, but Marquez back to end that before it really got going. Then her ability to run through the middle of the field stopped that time by Rumack. Now Rumack trying to lead the charge. Her shot blocked by Monteforti. A bouncing ball shot taken by Velasquez Rodas, but Hurlemon collected it.
Did they replace Solar on the back line?
Yes, Monteforti moved to that back spot.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
Here's Archer for LA Valley. Her pass goes past Fuller, too much heat on it. And Monteforti with 25 yards of space will play it back to Hurlemon, who will play it over to McGee, who's got even more space to work. Garcia. Got it to Fimbres. Her first touch not great. Able to get it on second contact and play it back to Garcia once again. Marquez in the middle now. Tries to serve it into the corner for Wenz on a run. She'll knock it down, cuts it around the defender, gets it to Goodman. Goodman steps over, steps back over, puts it with her right foot over to Garcia. Garcia, a couple of stutter steps, trying to work to the outside. Now steps into a shot, but Diaz smartly in the right position near the post, collects. Foul called on Garcia. So Valley will get a chance to run up here and try and push more than just two bodies across the midfield line. See if they can collect an attack. Rumack will drive it ahead. Bounces to Monteforti, who will play it back across the midfield stripe. Rumack recollects. Plays it ahead. Fuller having to jump past a defender. Tried to get it to the middle of the field, but Victoria Martinez there to clean it up. Got it to Marquez. Marquez's pass knocked away by Archer. Fuller trying to run back the other way, 1-on-4. Garcia able to steal it away from her. And McGee plays it back into the middle to Marquez, who will drop it back, and it finds the foot of Vivian Martinez. Here's McGee working on an attack. She'll send it to Goodman. Goodman trying to work to the outside towards the corner. Now she'll try and set up a cross, but it goes behind the net.
Brendan, you just leave her and say, I'm going to eat.
Yeah, no, not with my.
Some substitutions coming here. It looks like Bailey Williamson back on. Ashley Folger coming in as well. Marquez and Goodman going to get breaks. So we've seen everybody from the Canyons side get a chance today.
Number 21, Ashley Folger. And returning to the game, number 23, Bailey Williamson.
Folger trying to win it away from Velasquez Rodas, but could not. Cleared by Valley, but picked up by Canyons. Monteforti with some speed. Her pass blocked down by Rumack. Garcia over to help her out. She'll get it back to Monteforti. Her cross behind Victoria Martinez. Cleared to midfield by Valley and collected by Paige McGee.
Fight's the women's fight just before that one. It's like a junior welterweight or something like that. They've already fought once, and it was like a split decision. Just comes out. He's doing the. He's doing the whole pointing thing. And that's 4. I'm sorry. That'd be even better, though. Could you imagine him coming out?
Here's a shot that goes off of Diaz. A nice save. It's Garcia with the opportunity, and Canyons will have a corner.
That's probably it. Updated software. I gotta plug it in now. Yep. Trying to get him on a technology rating.
Shoot it. Now shoot it.
Canyon's trying to create something. Another corner here coming for the Cougars.
It's always fun to get Jesse on the track.
When you need it the most.
Well, update your software.
Usually I'm just. Exactly. And I'll end up having to buy a whole new iPhone.
What model is your iPhone?
But I bought it like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, it probably doesn't support them.
This'll shock you. I've Netflix since 2008.
Wait, well, hold on.
Oh yeah.
Had Netflix. Had Netflix.
Free of the con.
Yeah. Just you own enough websites.
Not now.
Yeah, you're right.
Not after this.
Ball played into the middle towards Martinez. Martinez will take a long shot looking for the hat trick. Just missed.
I said we'll know real quick what it is. Mike comes out and runs across the ring and starts throwing bombs. It's a fight.
He's gonna swarm. He's gonna be like.
If he doesn't, then it's just gonna be carried.
Is it 10 rounds?
Like her and tag. First round.
Tag him.
And then it's just gonna be.
I know that match. This is still the free fights, right? Yeah, the good match. Secondary main event. It's like fought once. The girl, the 2021 girl, was the champ. One split decision. Weight class below. Indiana's title. And the other girl's been, no, she didn't beat me. She didn't beat me. They're still contesting it. The girl that's number one, she moved up to junior welterweight. Swedish National Championship welterweight. Fighting here.
She's right here. What I'm going to do right.
This should be a good fight. They went
Trust your left.
So still 2-0 Canyons. 15:55 to go here in the second half. Cougars have maintained the attack, really. Have had a few chances, just nothing connecting as they work down along the sideline. This cross, one touch by Williamson, goes up and over. That was a beautiful served ball down the far side by Monteforti. Frederick into the game as well for Canyons.
It's kind of a hard way to finish coming across your body like that. It's obviously doable. She barely missed that. But a good time to run by her.
Here's Williamson again. Pops this one in the air. Cleared out by LA Valley, so it'll be a Canyons throw-in. Here's McGee now. Martinez, she'll slide it back, Monteforti. Cuts it to the middle of the field to nobody in particular. Taken away by Rumack. Played ahead by Valley as Monge was trying to run past Vivian Martinez, excuse me, that knocked it away. Good takeaway by Monteforti that time. Garcia trying to step around Rumack. Will play it over. Frederick plays it down further. Garcia chasing onto it. Cuts it to the middle. Garcia still with it. Her pass didn't get Fimbres and taken away by LA Valley. Rumack going to try and run onto this ball on the far side. Does. Garcia meets her there. Knocks it away. Frederick now with it. She'll slide it to the middle. Victoria Martinez went down awkwardly, but looks like she's all right. Good thing. That was worrisome to be a knee potentially, but
yeah,
looks like she's all right. Canyon's good connection in the middle to get to Williamson. Williamson trying to cut it back around a defender. Could not, but it finds Fimbres. Fimbres looking for one. A pinball shot that just goes wide. It'll be a Canyons corner here. Gwen serves that one into the box. It bounces towards Martinez, and her shot deflected off of a Canyon's body and out of play. Martinez looking for the hat trick still. That one, she didn't even really drive on that one. It had a ton of pace to it.
If you get enough whip on it, yeah, you can.
Canyons will make a substitution here. It looks like Sophia Soler going to come in to take over for Victoria Martinez. And after Martinez went down on that slip, I think maybe Justin London thinking to himself, we might want to let our leading goal scorer rest for the final 12 minutes of this one.
Put our center back
lead.
up top.
Yeah.
Why not?
Let Sophia Soler try and go to work. And she's played in this spot when Canyons has needed her to this season. And one thing we know about Sophia with those big long strides, she's certainly not going to be out of place trying to chase onto anything. Has shown that speed defensively. And gets a chance to play up front. This ball played between the Canyons defense. Martinez just cuts it onto the outside. Monteforti not going to be able to get there. It's going to be a deep throw in here for LA Valley. First time today. Not sure why Martinez didn't try and.
I think we could have had McGee go wide and
she was
just a
too
tap
close,
to McGee. I think. I mean, I guess a good decision for Martinez because she didn't have McGee running to the side there, but you know, probably not what they truly wanted.
So Valley will get the throw in here. The only other time Valley's really had any attack opportunities was on a free kick from deep inside Canyons territory. Cougars able to clean this one up, and they'll run back the other way, trying to find some numbers on a counterattack. Garcia. Fimbres is well offside, but they called a foul back the other way, so it'll be Canyons free kick. This ball bouncing around, cleared by Valley for the moment. This ball bouncing onto the near side. McGee will chase on to it. Gets it to Williamson. Williamson trying to work to the middle. Defended away, goes past Folger. Martinez stepping up, couldn't get it away from Fuller, who will take a long shot, but Erlemont able to collect. Final 9 and change here. Canyons a 2-0 advantage. Beat LA Valley 2-0 earlier this season, trying to pick up their 10th conference win of the year. And then we'll wait to see an outcome between Santa Monica and Antelope Valley. Has not been posted yet. So that's what you're waiting on if you're Canyons. If somehow Antelope Valley can pull a tie or a draw or a win over Santa Monica, then Canyons with 10 wins would, I believe, take the conference title due to a better win record. Which would be, I think, a very tough pill to swallow for Santa Monica. Considering if a draw would be just their, or would be their 4th draw of the season. Wind starting to pick up just a touch here. Solar pops this one high in the air, then heads it towards the middle. Now Folger trying to step onto one. She kind of just flicked it back into space. Solar recovered it, sent it back towards the penalty area. Cleaned up by LA Valley. Collected by Vivian Martinez. The path's knocked down by Gilly Torrance. Cleared back on the Canyon side of midfield, but collected by Paige McGee. Solar now with a chance. She drives it, looking for the upper 90 on the far side and just missed.
Not used to being that close to the goal. She's been taking shots from way back today.
Yeah, just a little too much pace on it. Still a very good look for Solar. Here's Frederick, gets attacked from behind, but able to recover. Garcia trying to ship it down towards Williamson, who collects. Williamson cuts it around a defender. Takes it with the left foot towards the far post, but it was more of a cross. May roll out on the far side. It does for an LA Valley throw-in.
Williamson does a really great job of cutting in front of players. It's a hard thing to do, cutting all the way across the player to the opposite side and still having the ball. And she's been doing that a lot tonight.
Valley trying to find an attack here, trailing 2-0. Archer got it in the middle to Romack onto the outside. They send it towards the middle again, but Vivian Martinez. I do that every time with the two of them.
I know.
I picked the wrong name.
They are twins, yeah, and their names are similar.
Yes, that's why I fail at every single time. I feel very bad.
I don't think it would be the first time.
I'm sure it
or the
won't.
last for them.
Vivian again this time cuts it off, clears it out towards midfield. Valley trying to pin Canyons deep for the moment. Good recovery from Wenz. Got it to Solar. Solar will drop it to Garcia. Onto the outside to Monteforti. She'll send it towards Fimbres. It bounces off her shins. Look at its way to Valencia. Now Folger for Canyons. Back to Garcia. Stepping around Archer. Still working it onto the outside, now spinning back with her right foot towards the middle. Plays it to Folger. Folger out to Wenz, who's fallen back into a defensive posture. Gets it to Williamson. Williamson tries service towards the far side. Frederick is trying to collect it. Could not, as Racino was there as well. And Valley will just hold on for the moment. Here's Garcia. Down the far touchline, it'll just roll harmlessly out of play. Solar will take this corner. Williamson gliding through. Had
I think she,
a connection to it, just
if
didn't
she had
volley it on.
held off that run just a half second, she would have been running onto that ball perfectly.
Frederick knocks that one, or excuse me, Wenz knocks that one down, gets it to Folger. Pass didn't find the mark. All deflected away by Valley, but collected by Garcia. Played over to Frederick. Frederick. Her pass didn't find Williamson. Ball came to Folger, though, for Canyons. Now to Wenz. Back towards Garcia. Garcia working to the far side on her right foot. Inside the box, now just outside. Sends it back to the middle. Couple of bounces. Williamson cuts it off before it leaves the penalty area, but then had it taken away and is called for a foul. Offside flag on Canyons. Final moments of the match here. Canyons with a 2-0 lead will pick up their 10th conference win of the season. And now just pending the outcome of Antelope Valley, Santa Monica. We'll see if the Cougars are able to pick up a conference title or not. Here's a shot from Solar, hits the post, then bounces off Diaz and goes in. Sophia Solar gets one in the final moments. That's the 6th of the year for Solar.
14, Sophia Solar, her 6th of the season.
So the 5th of the year for Solar. Comes in the 90th minute.
Kind of quick shot.
Yep.
That she wasn't expecting, and she's done a great job back there
Yeah.
of picking those up, but that was so quick that she
Important, like you said, Diaz has done a phenomenal job
Yeah.
back there all day today, really making big saves when there's been opportunities, as that's the final whistle. Canyons will take it 3-0. Solar with a goal late. Victoria Martinez with a couple early. And the Cougars, their 10th win on the conference season. They will at least find the playoffs at 14-4-2. It's just a matter of if they pick up a conference title, their first since 2021. But they got to wait on a Santa Monica result. Check on cocathletics.com for full details on that. If it does happen, that'll be where you can find out. For us on this one, we thank you for joining us. We hope to see you for men's soccer coming up in about a half an hour time. College of the Canyons and Santa Monica.